Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Cricket Captain 2025. Renewed energy. We're 2 out of 18 achievements down. The Cricket Captain dashboard, yours. Sign up, buymeacoffee.com/pod. It's incredible. 3 seconds. 1 whole year's data. And we're about to go on a little voyage. We have only played 4 test matches. And we're about to get tested. See what we're doing there. 33 average from the 4 games that we've played. You could look at it and you say, well, that's not bad, Bobby. You must be great at this game. We've played West Indies and Zimbabwe. We're about to go and get a challenge. First, we've got a bit of Bangladesh in white ball. Then we go to Ireland and then 3 test matches. You were waiting for the challenge. 3 test matches in England. White ball cricket in West Indies. Test match cricket against India, tests against the Aussies, tests against Sri Lanka, tests against Pakistan. It's going to be a test. And we get to start with a bit of one-day international cricket. We only played 6 games last episode. Feel like, hey, we've got a pretty good bowling attack and a pretty good batting attack. The batters were averaging 40 plus and the bowlers, well, they've been good in other formats. Away in Bangladesh, also Glenn Phillips, he's carrying drinks. I've not replaced him in the squad. Sometimes I don't like doing that in case you miss them next time around. We don't want to be that guy. We don't want to miss our studs when we need them the most. I guess the change that I'm thinking of here with the ball, Matt Henry is superb, but he's going at over 6s. O'Rourke and Fulks feel like the guys. Kyle Jamieson's putting up a 4.99. And I like Nathan Smith. Let everyone know about it. I like him. I like what he's doing in Test cricket, in T20 cricket, and there's room for improvement here. And the bat, Mariu. Is he going to be the guy? Is that even how you say his name? 37, 36 and 20 averages last year. An average of 43. He's got good career stats. And I'm going to go with Will Young opening at the top of the order. Remember, he scored those runs against Netherlands a few years ago, back-to-back centuries. Plus, he played for Notts, so he automatically gets in the team. Here we go. Hardest format on the game. Okay, 278. I feel they've done all right for themselves here. 68 by Shanto. He's already scored runs against us in this save. He scores runs against us again. 68. 48 for Hussain. This hurt down the bottom of the order. A 42 and a 41 run partnership. We were expensive up top. Will O'Rourke was very good with the old ball and the tail. But the story to me was Santner and Ravindra. They, between them, 20 overs at just 5 and a bit, 4 wickets. It's kind of like this here. I love this, where there's just a few wicket dots and they're not getting away. And we got away. Look at us go with the run rate at the end, thanks to Kane Williamson. First meaningful contribution of the save. Yes, he got 50 last year, but he had a very poor year in any time he touched the bat. Mariu with 50, Will Young, evergreen. How many times I'm going to say that? 49 off 47. Daryl Mitchell takes us home country road. No change for the second game. Lost the toss again, though. Oh, they call us the Kiwi Stiflers, and we've stifled them here. 4 for O'Rourke. You know, this format of cricket, I find it incredibly hard to take wickets up top. Whereas T20 cricket, I find it quite easy. Here, we got some wickets. 5th over, O'Rourke, 2 in the over. That's 2 in the power play. Jamieson comes up 1. Smith comes on and gets another 1. And we've got him 5 down in the first 20 overs. Superb. Wow. If only every episode started like this. If only the T20 World Cup went like this. 65 off 69 for Mario, 50 for Will Young. We win by 10 big ones. 3rd in the world. You know, I'm taking some of these bilaterals for granted. They matter in the grand scheme of the achievements. 228. Yikes. We struggled here. Will Young, you were not evergreen here, son. You couldn't get the ball off the square for the first 20 balls. It was horrendous. But we do see a series and a half from young Reece Mariu. 55, 65, 70. Oh my days, we have shown up with the ball big time this series. They call me Bobby ODI. No one's ever called me that, but if they did, they'll probably call me it now. 3 for 31 from Ravindra. We're getting 18 overs of spin. Look at Santner. 1 for 10. That is a demolition by 92, 6 and 10 wickets. Outstanding. Mitch Santner went at 2.6 in the entire series. World ratings are going to like us. I preempt that they are going to like us. Down to 5th in the world there. I thought we was higher. 3rd in the world there. 3rd in the world here. Best batter in the world. Oh, we're getting 3 in the top 10. Matt Henry not playing in the team. Okay, so looking at some batting stats from now we've got a whole domestic season on our hands. And everyone scored more than 200 runs. And there's one guy, Robbie O'Donnell plays his cricket in Auckland where I am. He averaged 28 with a 133. But Schmooling, 30 average, 164 strike rate, 350s. That is excellent. His average is excellent. His strike rate is excellent. Martin Guptill's still getting it done. If we want to take a better look at the Schmooster, what did he do? There was fails in there. Sure. But there was 350s. And when the 50s came, they came strong. And he did it opening the batting. The other player to take a look at is Bevan Jacobs, who has gone and played some... Oh, he's averaging 53 with a 157 this year. Averaged 40 last year. Domestic. He didn't play in the domestic comp. That's why he's not showing up. But he's gone round the world. He's playing in the IPL. Bevo getting the team. Schmooling getting the team. Does mean I need to drop people. Glenn Phillips isn't fit, so there's one. I got roasted in the comments about not playing Seifert. Doubling down on it, brother. Okay, now we get into this hacky sack of what the hell do you do with your team to piece it together. And I think this is what we're going to go with. Do I put Schmooling in? I'm putting Jacobs in. That record, incredible. 60 games. Bevo. There's nothing the kid can't do. I feel Devon Conway's on borrowed time here. 35 years old. Yes, he put up a 149 strike rate, 147 in international cricket. Struggled in the World Cup. Schmooling is waiting in the wings. Can he bowl? But he's not, but he could. So we've got Schmooling. We've got the Beast waiting to go in. 138 strike rate. Probably take away the Beast comment for a 138. But he did play that incredible innings against India once. So here we go. What are we going to be like off the back of a World Cup failure? Bottle job. 125 for 8. And there is nothing you can look at this and go, oh, that was useful. Nah. Well, Jacobs, 163 strike rate. That's it. No one had strike rate. No one had runs. And we win. Bowling attack is built differently when it's not important. Smith with 4 for 23. He was instrumental. He went wicket in the 14th over. Wicket the over before that. Brilliant. Good economy rates from Ferguson Santner. I've been really impressed actually with the economy rate I've had off Lockie Ferguson during this save. He went to under 8 last year. I do feel I am also borderline dropping Conway. Could happen any moment. I'm irrational. Bowled out for 140. Finn Allen 38. And then what? Santner going at just over a run a ball. Tim Robinson, run a ball. Second game running. Don't miss that. Lose by 5 wickets. We get smashed around a bit, to be honest. Smith goes at 11s. Folks at 9s. Folks, I just don't think I've found the right position for him yet in the bowling lineup. He is, what's he put up? A 7.5 last year. Okay, interesting, Mr. Bond. He did 50 wickets at 13, 11 strike rate, 7.15 economy rate, playing as the second bowler. I've just not seen it yet. Watch this space. Can I drop? I've not. Oh, Finn Allen could keep. Could I do a bit of Will Young? Could I? I don't feel we're going to get a lot of strike rate. We could do Schmooling. I'm Schmooling in it. It's 1-1. Let's go win a series on the back of the Schmooling. Okay, 124 probably bowled one too many over as a spin, and they managed to get a few at the end. But really good up top. Folks went at 4.3s, O'Rourke at 5s. This was a really good performance. Let's do it with the bat. We do it with the bat. Thank you very much. Ravindra 68, 165 strike rate. Finn Allen 57, 142. We cruise home and we win another series. Thank you very much. Anyone do it with the bat? Finn Allen. Ravindra 161 strike rate. Strike rate's a problem with the bat. But that's nothing new when I play this format. Economy rate is not a problem with the ball. Everyone below 8. Quite outstanding, actually. How close are we to the top of the world ratings in T20 cricket? Well, quite a way off, mate. Quite a way off. Okay, we need a bit of test match cricket after only playing West Indies and Zimbabwe. And hopefully we're going to do it here. It wants us to back Glenn Phillips way up the order, which is not going to happen. We're playing at home. No, we're playing away. Definitely not conducive to 2 spinners. So I think I'm going to drop Sander. Go with... Oh my days, they are both so good. I can't even get Smith in the team. We're going with Foulkes and Jameson. Phillips and Ravindra as the spinner. Latham as keeper captain. Williamson at 3. Conway, Young. Surely we can beat Ireland. But you never know. Not in these conditions. They batted well. 251. We had to work. They were 1 for 180 at one stage. Van der Merwe, that well-known Irish name, with 107 off 177 on debut. Great knock. 4 for Foulkes, 3 for O'Rourke. We did well because they really did bat well for those first 2 wickets, and as soon as we got a bit of an inroad, we actually worked pretty hard to get through them, and we get 2 of the better days to bat on as a treat. Sessions, not days. Yeah, it's good. 500, 254 run lead. Kane Williamson gives us a century. Scored a century against Otago, 18 odd out against Bangladesh. Test century number 34. One of the all-time greats. If New Zealand played Test cricket, you might have conversations about him being one of the best players of the last 50 years. Just probably hasn't played enough Test matches, but man, what a talent he is. 100 for Tom Latham as well. He's just a consistent guy, averages 38, might get dropped from other teams in New Zealand cricket. He's a hell of a player. We win by an innings and 2, but I don't think that tells the whole story, because they batted 97 overs and 86 overs. That wasn't easy. Foulkes was great. He picked up 9 for 135. Absolutely superb. We learned nothing about our batting, except Kane Williamson and Tom Latham have still got a bit of something. Got to be starting something. And now we get to take our brand of the beautiful game across the water. Here we go. Big E, England, 5th. We're up over 100 points. That's the first real marker of how you're doing. We're up over 100 points. We're the best of the rest. What do we get? We get bowling conditions, which is what we want. We're going to go without Santner. Ravindra at 7 is such a... what a player to have at 7. Do we... No, we don't. We put Ravindra at 6, Phillips at 7. Do we need Phillips? I could take Phillips out and play Daryl Mitchell if we believe Daryl Mitchell's the better batter. Gives us a little bit more depth. Ravindra at 7. Ravindra struggling for fitness. Also, you may notice Mariu going to the top of the order. I've brought him into the squad. Do I change Will Young, who has been brilliant? I do. That's exactly what I'm doing going into this game, so there's no point in arguing with myself about it. Oh, you'd argue against a brick wall, you would. Okay, we're going to bowl against England. Duckett, Crawley, Pope, Brook, Root, Smith, Shakir. Chris Woke still going strong. Headingley and Gus Atkinson. Shawib Bashir took about 700 test wickets at 25 in the Pakistan save, and so did Gus Atkinson. So your first thing is to put in a brand new opener against those two and see how he goes. Okay, 2-4-6 all out. We've done pretty well here, thanks to Matt Henry. I believe in Matt Henry. 4 for O'Rourke, 4 for Foulkes 1, run out, thrown in. Ollie Pope steps up. Where has he been in any of the saves that I've done? Languishing. Scores 100 here. He averaged 27 last year. Scores 100 here. It is going to be hard to bat on though. Got a bit of overcast conditions and about 2 hours of it. What is Shower Bashir on? It's grey and overcast. He goes through us. I thought we were going to be okay with Williamson, Latham 3 and 4, but Woakes got Conway, Woakes got Mitchell, Hindley got Ravindra, Foulkes went first ball. It was a calamitous 5 over period. Sugar. 4-8 to win. Harry Brooks scores a ton. I think he scored the most runs in Test cricket on the Pakistan save, so he is going to do this. But likewise, I've never had a good version of him, and he's never really scored that many runs against me. Also, Hindley. Runs at the end. They hurt. How many Test matches? 3 Test matches to his name. 3. 9 wickets at 16. He started all right. So if we can score 428 against this bowling attack, fair play to us. End of day 3. Maybe. We need 200 and a bit still, but Kane Williamson's on 83. Will Young scored 60. Tom Latham's at the crease. 204 to win. Uneven bounce. The bowling a lot of spin for an even bounce. That is one of the great hundreds of the game. Tom Latham with the sweep off overpower Bashir takes us to 411. Takes himself to 102 off 239. Test match century number 15. Pretty chanceless. One catchable shot. And he's doing it. We need 17. And we knock off 428. Latham 110. Williamson 103. Ravindra 296. Oh, what a win. Conditions. We actually get a spinner's dick. A spinner's dick. What do we do here? Glenn Phillips has been very good for us in this format, interestingly enough. Do we make the call to bring him in? I don't think I do. I'm not going to. I'm not going to change the team. A winning team. Not going to do it. I'm going to put faith in the bowlers. We get through him for 219. Ollie Pope scores back-to-back centuries. Jamie Smith with 57. But Rashim Ravindra takes 4 for 5. The last 4 wickets. Tail? What tail? Chopped it off, bro. O'Rourke with 3. Jameson got some big wickets. That has put us into a nice position. But I do not fancy batting against Hindley and Bashir on that. But Reece does. Reece does. He goes to a maiden Test match century, taking us to 165 for none. 102 off 169. What a knock. What a player. Career century number 5. And I tell you what, Will Young living a chanced life. He gets a slog sweep out, drops a dolly, comes back for 3 and brings up the 200 run partnership. And Will Young goes to, I believe, his 3rd century in Test cricket on the save so far. 251 for 0. What spinning wicket? 213 lead. Okay, we fall apart a little bit, but what a knock. Reece 144. Is that career best? No, he's got a 240 in domestic cricket. 126 for Will Young. Test match century number 3. Love to see a bit of it. 59 for Conway. Love a bit of that. 6 for Bashir, but they toiled, bro. Toiled. Pitch is officially ragamuffin day 3, session 1. It's still not in the bag. They score 398. We're going to need about 180 to win. It's getting interesting. We're toiling with the ball. We're not having the big blowouts from the bowler. O'Rourke's on his backside in terms of fitness. Like, he's running out of gas every 5 overs quite substantially. Root and Smith, just good solid cricket all the way down. Fighting from England. And now it's really turning. It's getting tight. 150 for 6. Conway at the crease. Hindley's got 4. I swear there was a serial killer called Headingley. And we get home by 2. And only just. There was chances galore going on right at the end. We're going to beat England. We're going to beat England. We're 2-0 up. Where is he? Look at O'Rourke's fitness. I never drop people. I think I'm going to have to drop him. Right, I never drop people. Needs correcting with, I do drop people. I drop people mid-series, mid-career, when they should have massive send-offs. But I'm going to send him back out. Strap him back on. We might lose him for a year for injury. Spinning the wicket again. I'm going to change Jameson for Smith. There we go. We've made a change. 2-4-1. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Wicket spread around for O'Rourke, Smith and Fulks. I'm pretty happy with this. Smith with run. Smith's had a sneakily good series. 350s thrown into the mix for him. Zach Crawley with a 50. Third one of the series for him. Man, we had to grind that out. 368, 127 run lead. 229 between Conway and Mitchell. We also have a retired hurt of Kane Williamson, but it's last test match, so it's not as bad as what potentially it could be. So this partnership was outstanding. Conway didn't get off the mark for about 30 balls. Mitchell had 40 after about 160 balls. They were going at 20 and 30 strike rates and just absorbed overs and overs and overs of spin. It's quite outstanding. The pitch is only turning a little bit. Wow, England declare 4-7-4 for 9. Ollie Pope's having the series of his life. 126, 103 and a 96. 89 for Brook, 82 for Smith, 74 for Bethel. We toiled. And now we need 348 to win. Day 4, session 3, 10 minutes left. Turning. It's going to be a good finish. Okay, here we go. Last day. Advantage England. Wow. Wow, we hold on. In the dark, we hold on. Ravindra 88 puts on 45 with Smith. And we managed to just keep out Bashir and Hindley. Win the series 2-0. England, well, Pope was exceptional. Look at that for a record. Averaging 64. Smith's 50. Brook 42. With the ball, this is going to be interesting. They bowled over 200 overs each. But their strike rate between them was about 85. Economy rate about 2.71 and average about 36. But for us, Conway, Devo, 250s, 1 century. Will Young were 1 and 1. Mariu, Latham and Williamson all with a century. Ravindra averaged 49. And then with the ball, we actually toiled quite a lot. But Rashid Ravindra was good in the times that he bowled. He had some good moments. Well, O'Rourke was great. Win a series. Go top of the World Test Championship. Oh, I love everything coming up Millhouse. And move to 106. Sneaky up to 4th place. And that will do it for today. So we've beaten England, beaten Ireland, and beaten Bangladesh in 2 forms of cricket. I tell you what. So the scorecards are downloaded so far up to the end of the 2nd test. It's like they downloaded different points. But just as I thought, we are now the #1 test team in the world for ELO rating, which would mean by the end of the calendar year, we may be able to tick off a couple more achievements. We're 6th in ODIs, 4th in T20s, 1st in Test match cricket. T20, we're not that far off, you know. We are not that far off. We're almost 4th, but 107.6 versus 1139 for Pakistan. An ODI is our hardest format, and Sri Lanka have taken a massive lead in that, and we're just starting to come into contention. But that will do it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the support. I hope you enjoyed it. We will see you next time.